How much money does he have to make per year?
At least 100,000.
Going to 50-50 or someone who fully provides?
Fully provides.
What does that mean to you?
That I would have an allowance.
How much would that look like for you?
I would say like 7,000, 5,000.
A month or a year?
A month.
That's crazy.
She needs 5,000 to 7,000 a month.
A month?
Yes.
Wait a minute, but she said the guy has to make at least 100,000 a year.
Yes.
So if he's only making 100,000 a year and he has to give you 7,000 to 5,000 a month. Now I ain't no goddamn math major, but he ain't gonna have shit left over to do.
That's one thing that a lot of these women who have these requests about how much the man should make. Number one, they're not even making that amount, right? They're not saying that he got to match what I make. You know, women tend to date up, so they want somebody making 2 to 3 times more than what they're making. And then like what sense does that make? I'm making all the money just to give it over to you? Like, I don't understand why women are so delusional to thinking that men are walking around here looking for extra bill, looking for somebody to say, oh, I like her. I'm gonna go talk to her so I can take up all her bills. I'm gonna work hard, right? I'm gonna work hard and put in all these hours so that I can give her all my money. Like, I don't know, man. I blame social media. I blame the media in general. I blame the music. I blame the TV and movies, because it's been portrayed like for so long that men work to just simply provide for women. And when you hear the word provide, all they think about is money, right? Like, I'm supposed to work my ass off to simply give you all my money. It makes no sense. It's crazy.
Now see, I love her ideas. I love her enthusiasm. But at some point, delusion and reality is going to set in. Delusion and reality is going to set in at some point. There are certain women that can command and warrant that type of, what's the word I'm looking for? That can warrant that type of
that kind of stipend monthly.
Yeah. They're out there. They're out there. But at some point in like, huh?
Not her.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say it in a nice way. I would try.
That's another thing too. Not to be mean, but men are visual. So number one, it's crazy to have that type of demand anyway. And then when you have that type of demand, everybody's confident in themselves, so I guess it's good to be confident in themselves. But it'd be all types of women who are not even on that level physically. You know, whether they're overweight, don't take care of themselves, and they all still feel like they deserve the same, right? Oh, I feel like I deserve it. You feel like you deserve the next one of this woman over here. So if anybody's gonna get it, as crazy as it is, man, you gotta have the look. Men are visual. So at the end of the day, if he's going to provide something like that, allowance and pay for a woman's everything, you got to have the look, and you got to have the, damn, what am I want to say, man? You got to have the qualities. It's just the qualities, man. It's if you don't, what T.I. said a long time ago, man, in one of his songs, what he said, if you ask for everything, you get nothing. You ask for nothing, you get everything. So that woman is not asking for that. A man would actually want to. That's another thing, man. If women would stop demanding this stuff, and if a man got in the position to give her this stuff, he would give it to her without even asking. She don't even gotta ask. The fact that she's not asking is gonna make him want to do it even more.
You got to guide me here. I'm trying not to. I don't want to piss somebody off.
Yes. Yeah. Let's be all the way 100. Think about it. A guy that makes that, okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, 100,000. Right. That's going to put him somewhere in the 20 to 24% tax bracket.
Yes, sir.
So in other words, he's making 100,000. Mm-hmm. If I put him in the 20% tax bracket, that's $20,000 that he's already lost. So now he's down to 80,000. Right. If I put him in the 24% tax bracket, that's 84,000. He's down. That's 24,000. So he's down to 76,000. Let's just say for the sake of argument, I give her 5,000 a month. 5,000 times 12, that's 60. So now he's down to 16,000. Now he's supposed to pay his bills, his mortgage, or his rent, a car payment, make ends meet for him on 16,000. Now, how big of a damn fool does she sound?
Yeah, crazy. They don't break it down the way you just broke it down. It's just the thought of it. It's the thought of he has to make this much and this is how much I want. I don't think women in general actually break down the figures. They just see a set amount and want said set amount, and just you got to figure out everything else on your own. But the chances of these
women think with emotion, men think logical. Men sit down and they think things through. See how they broke down the numbers, right? Oh, I just want this. I feel like you should do this. I feel like. That's an emotional talking. A man is sitting here thinking, okay, that's the way you feel, but does that make sense? Right? That makes sense. How much am I going to be left over with? Break the numbers down. When you sit down and break the numbers down, you realize that things don't make sense, man. Women think with emotion and men think logic.
These hypotheticals actually happening, because for one, you got to be able to get a guy that's in that bracket or that 1% to deal with you. That's the hard part. And if you do get him, how do you keep him to get him to be able to do some of the things that you want to do? That shit is difficult.
Ocho, what's the likelihood of her spending $5,000 to $7,000 a month? You're asking for something you don't even do for your damn self. You see what I'm talking about, Ocho?
Yeah.
Everybody has an idea. Oh, I want this. You buy your own self a Birkin? You buy your own self a big body Benz?
Right.
Bentley?
Right.
A Lambo truck?
Right. Oh,
you live in a $1 million condo? But that's the expectation. Based on what? Now hello. Tell me what you're bringing to the table. Now if you come into the picnic, I need you to bring.
Nigga, that's that trigger word right there. That's that trigger phrase for women. What do you bring to the table? They hate hearing that. What do you bring to the table? I am the table. And we hate hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ask them what are they bringing to the table. They say they are the table. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. They feel like all they got to do is look good. That's enough to get you in the door, but that's not enough to keep you in the house. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, this is crazy, man. That's why this new age of social media, man, everybody sees what everybody else is doing. And the average woman is trying to keep up with the celebrity. They're not on that level, but they feel like they should be provided with the same, lifestyle that these celebrities have. And that's what messing things up, man. This social media life, everybody just posting what life is supposed to be like. And the average woman working at Walmart feels like she deserves that same lifestyle.
Something more than your appetite.
What if she bring the napkins?
Bring something. But see, here's the thing, the expectations. Let's be all the way real with this now. Mm-hmm. Let's have a real, honest, candid conversation.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have a problem. Okay, well, Shelly, look, this is what blah, blah, blah. I need this. Okay, fine. Let's be reasonable about this.
Mm-hmm.
I got, I do good. Shannon do good for himself. I'm taking care of my money.
Right.
But, bro, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Now, the way I operate, I like to give. Mm-hmm. I'm a giver.
Same.
That's why I'm a provider.
Same.
I'm a give.
Same.
But I need to know it's appreciated. Because the one thing that I hate from a person more than anything is ungratefulness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to see Shannon scoop, let me think for 1 second.
Right.
You being ungrateful for what I'm doing.
Mm.
And that's the problem for some of the women that do get this treatment, right? You finally get a man who does provide in the sense of the way that you feel like he should provide financially, right? Because like I said, if you don't ask for it, man, and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, and he's able to provide financially in that way, a lot of men actually want to do that for their women. But just because they want to do, don't tell me what I'm demanded to do. You right? Don't demand nothing from me. You need to do this, need to do that if you want to be with me. All right, I'm cool. I'm cool with being single, right? I don't gotta be with you, right? I want to be with you. So at the end of the day, when you determine what you want to do, right? It's a whole different way, man. These women's gotta understand, man. Just stop demanding. I hate when people demand and say he gotta do this, he gotta do that. That's why half of y'all single right now.
And see, I'm gonna give her to an extent, because what you can't do is you can't come in my world and then outspend the way I spend.
Yes.
That makes sense?
Yes.
What I'm gonna do is what I do every month is I have a monthly budget. I did this even when I was in the league. I had a monthly budget, as crazy as it may sound. I'm not going over that budget come hella high water. I don't care who it is.
No.
Ever.
Nope.
Now, if I don't go over that budget, let's say in September, and that money carry over, like some minutes, like you used to have
yeah, the minutes,
that
the
money
roll
carry over,
minutes, roll
like for
over.
some minutes, it roll over the next month. Okay, now, boom, baby, look here, I got a little extra. I ain't really go over budget last month, so here go whoop-de-whoop or whatever it may be.
Yep.
Now I can't deal with you. You got some women, again, I say it all the time, and fellas, you understand who you're dealing with, know what you're dealing with. There are some women that are salary cap casualties, and you'll try to force yourself dealing with certain women, and you think spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning just to garner their attention is the way to go.
Nope.
But all you're doing is,
Yo, that's the worst thing to do, is use your money to get women. There's some dudes that have to use their money in order to get women, and if that's the way you lead, that's what they're going to expect when they get into the relationship, right? So now they're using you for your money, but you allowed it. You set yourself up, right? It's like, yo, I remember some people that I was with, right? I would take them to get a free meal. Like if I knew somebody that worked at a certain spot, yo, we going here, it's free. I'm not about to spend no money on you if I ain't got to, right? And sometimes they appreciate that. You don't always got to spend money on people just to have a good time. And that's what a lot of these women don't understand with the whole Cheesecake Factory and all that, whatever. Oh, you got to take me here. I'm not going here, not going here. I'm trying to get to know you. What is the money? The money, women think men equal money. That's what's wrong with the whole relationship era right now, man. Like the whole dating scene right now is women look at men as a checkbook. So if you're not spending money on them, they feel like that you don't like them. And men, again, we think logical. It's like, why am I going to spend money on you when I just met you? I'm trying to get to know you, to feel like you even deserve my money. You might not even deserve a dime from me. But at the end of the day, men say, okay, let's go meet at the and have a drink, meet for a coffee. They look at that as disrespect. I'm trying to get to know you. I want to see if we can have a good time together, but all they want is see how much money you're going to spend with them. They want to go brag to their friends about how much you paid for them on the first date. The whole dating scene is just whole backwards nowadays, man. It's crazy.
You're running yourself ragged in the ground, and you fucking up the cap space.
Yeah.
You messing up the cap space, chasing after a liability.
Man, it happens. It happens, Ocho. I mean, this all, you make X amount. What that got to do with you? You notice what you said? Ocho, I told what I said, think about what did you just say? I said, you made X amount. Say that again. I want you to say it slowly.
Right.
You. Who is you? Me, not you.
Yeah. I mean, it's listen.
I'm out.
The game has always been the game. The game has always been the game, and no matter who you are, no matter how you try to say it or splice it or make it, you gotta pay to play the game. You gotta pay to play, no matter what.
Look, all these guys.
I don't care what title you put, relationship or my boyfriend, girlfriend. You have to pay to play. It's just the way it is.
It is, but see, here's the thing. Oh man, first of all, you paying directly or indirectly.
Indirectly.
You take it out to eat, you paying for something. Because if she's laying with you and you're not doing with her, she a bigger damn fool than I thought she was.
Yeah.
Because ain't no, I tell my daughters all the time, he got to do something. I'm not saying he got to be able to do for you like I am, because clearly the likelihood of him being in the same position, but he got to do something.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's well. Listen, I like what she's.
Man, the way when you look at it, it almost feels like a different forms of prostitution. You see a prostitute on the side, she got a price, you pay for it, y'all have sex. So you indirectly pay for it. So I'm taking you out, spending all this money, and the only reason he spent all that money because he wants to end up in a certain place at the end of the night. So man, it's just crazy, man. It's just kind of like upgraded forms of prostitution.
Said is I don't want to call it delusion, but it's not realistic. Now, what she can do, which most do on Twitter, is they obviously say some of these same things. They're not going 50-50 with no man. Well, you're not going 50-50 with no man, but then that means you're paying 100% everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that makes no sense.
Ocho, keep talking. I gotta go back.
That's crazy, man. A whole 50-50 conversation. That's a whole nother video, right? That's
Chad,
like he said. If you're not going 50-50, then you're going 100.
Situation.
You're going 100%, right?
Women, ladies in the chat.
If you're not going 50-50, then you're going 100% by yourself. Like, I never understood why women would complain about getting 50% for life. You getting 50% off for a lifetime, right? If you with that man forever, if y'all was married or whatever, you're supposed to be together forever. So when you was single, you was paying 100% of everything. But then you get with somebody and they say, let's go 50-50. Now you got 50% off for everything. It's crazy.
Yes, no. How you feel about it? Because if you're not willing to go 50-50 and understanding that, I think both of you working in unison as one to find a common goal to be able to live comfortable instead of putting all the onus and pressure on a guy, depending on his status and what he's bringing in as far as revenue is concerned, month to month, or every 2 weeks, or have you get paid. I would hope you would want to, hold your end of the bargain. But some can do that and some don't. There are some women that probably don't have to pay anything. They don't.
I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there, man. But I saw that video, man. I thought it was really interesting, like the delusion of women today. They're so delusional, and like I said, it goes back to, I feel like, social media, because everybody posts what they feel like they want everybody to see. That's not even their lifestyle. So when they do go out to these restaurants and stuff, they're posting everything and making it seem like that's their lifestyle. So the next woman laying in bed with her bonnet on, right? She looking and thinking like, oh, I should have that lifestyle now. She looking over at her man saying, well, I'm not getting this. Why you not providing this for me? When that's not even that woman's lifestyle. Everything is what it's a false perception on social media today. And then even before there was social media, the R&B singers, are just music in general was telling the women just sweet nothings. It was to sell records. It was telling them what they wanted to hear. Take my house, take my car. You can have everything. You know what I'm saying? Just for you. I'm like, what? Take my money, my house and my car. Come on, man. Just for you? Just for a hit of you? That don't make no sense. You can have it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have whatever you like all this stuff, man. Just like, they hear this and they feel like that's how life should be. You look on movies and this is the way they portray that women should get treated. So at the end of the day, man, I blame media before social media, and now that social media is here, it just 10x everything. But hey, man, let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. That's your boy Vincent Thompson, Millionaire Mindset. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated with all the latest videos. I'm out. See y'all next time.